Hey everyone, thank you for watching my brand new video. Today we're going to talk about an issue that comes up every once in a while on your Grand Prix, and that is if your rear seat is jammed. There's a couple of things that can happen with it. It could be something as simple as the strap broke. And it could be something more like it's a little clasp, and I'll kind of show you all that. It could be that has become seized or anything like that. And then you got a little problems because then you can't fold down your seats, can't get access to the trunk from inside the car, or if you got to bring something bigger that you need to pull down the seats, you can't do that. So this is something to kind of look at. It's not really an exact science to this, but we're going to explore the best ways possible. As always, though, if you find the video helpful, don't forget to like. If you didn't like it, dislike. At least that lets me know what you guys are liking and not liking about my videos. And of course, don't forget to subscribe as well. Other than that, let's get started, shall we? So this is what we're talking about here, and that's of course these latches right over here. When you pull that, it releases the seat and allows you to fold it down. But this could jam, and there's a couple things that can happen here. So we're going to explore two different ways of getting this done. So first, let me explain kind of the mechanisms of everything so you have an idea of what you're looking at here. Now this strap here is actually not technically attached to anything. It's attached to a little clasp that's in there. So when you pull that, it pulls the clasp and releases the locking mechanism. You can see the clasp is here. And when you look inside, you can see the little metal piece there. Let me see. There we go. And that attaches to a little metal wire that runs through over here. See? It attaches right here. So when you pull, that's opening your mechanism right over there. And of course, that is just attached right here. Now what we're going to do today is we're going to explore the different ways to get this done. There's two main ways. The first way we're going to look at is with the strap here. So the first thing that could happen is that this piece, so forgetting the strap here, this piece here could still be functional. But then this is broken, because then if it's broken and sitting in here, essentially it's going to be like that. And how do you open that, right? Pretend this is not here right now, right? How do you get to that? So the one way you can go about this, and you can really do it with a flathead, is you can get your hand in here. And when you get your hand in, you're going to try and pull that black piece forward. Right now, when you're using one hand, you pull it forward, and then you're going to grab your flathead. Let me see if I can do this with one hand. And you're going to kind of put it in there and find the opening and put that in. This would be much easier to do with two hands, because then you use one hand to pull and spread like that, and then the other hand to put the flathead in. Let's see. So you'd reach in with a long, kind of narrow flathead. Let me switch hands on here. You're going to reach that in, and you're going to pop it out. Right? By doing that, it should release the seat and be able to pull it forward. See? And that's kind of the first way. So that's assuming just the strap is broken, but this is still in full function. Then you can actually use a screwdriver, just pop it in there, and away you go. But let's say you have a bigger issue. Let's just say your issue is that this strap was broken, but also some of this is broken. Let's say the wire is broken. Well, how do you get to that? Well, I have another solution. And the solution is this. So over here, this is the clasp, right? I'm going to show you it here. As you can see, there's an opening. And that opening actually goes through. See, there's my finger. Hi. Let me get a better. There we go. Focus. There. See? And that opening is from where these two bolts go. There's one on this side and one on this side. Whichever side, doesn't matter. You want to be able to access from the outside, because if you remember the clasp I showed you, that clasp around here, this piece, see, it sits on this side of it here. To release it, the idea is we're going to put the screwdriver through the plastic and make contact with this and push it and release it open. If you come in from the other side, so if you come in from this bolt over here, it's going to come in at this angle, and you're not going to be able to make contact with this. So you've got to be able to make contact here. So let me see. Put that through. Sorry, again with one hand. There. There you go. Right? The idea is, with enough patience and a little bit of time on it, you'll be able to push this through, make contact with that piece, and push it open and release the seat. And then if you need to do any repairs or replace the whole seat assembly itself, then you can do that, but at least you have access. Because if you want to replace this whole seat assembly, there's 2 bolts. First you got to take off the bottom seat down here, and then there's 2 bolts, 2 here and 2 back there, along with a few underneath this seat here, the cushion. And you need to be able to access those to be able to take this off, even if you want to replace it and replace it with a new seat assembly. So that's the idea, is to get a screwdriver through and make contact. It takes a little bit of patience and everything. As you can see kind of a little bit below, I've got an audio system here, so I can't show you going from the trunk, but I imagine most people will have access. Not everyone has an audio system in there. So you should be able to just climb right into the trunk, a little bit of patience and a little bit of light, pull right through there and make contact. When you make contact with the clip, essentially when you push it through, it's going to go through like this. And the idea is that you're going to be pushing on it like that and release it through. Takes a little bit of time, takes a little bit of patience. I practiced this out and it worked well. I'll be honest with you, if I didn't have the audio system in there, I'd actually would go into the trunk and show you guys. But I did it with the seats folded down here just as a practice run. I did folded down the passenger side seat and did the driver's side, and it worked. But it did take about 5 minutes of kind of just fiddling and working it around, and sometimes I made contact but it slipped off. So with the right amount of patience and time, you'll definitely be able to do it. Between these 2 ways here, you'll definitely be able to release the seats, get access to it, and make any changes to actually replacing the cushions or anything like that. Anything you need to do with that. Definitely hope this video has helped you guys in regards to getting this repaired and at least getting access to your rear seat once again. Other than that, I will see you guys next time, and thank you very much for watching. Alright, I know I just closed off the video, but I decided to show you guys anyways, because one thing to talk about, I mean, I showed you with the screwdriver through the side of the seat, but it's another thing to actually show you guys getting it done. I wish I could show you guys from in here. I hope you guys could infer from context after I actually filmed the first part of the video there and I showed you. But I'm just going to show you me actually doing it. As you can see, the seat's locked in. I'm just going to use the flathead screwdriver. I'm going to release the seat. It may take a minute or 2, so just bear with me, but let's see if we can get this done. So I'm just going in here. And again, it would be so much easier if you had full seat access. Okay, find the opening. That's it. As you can see, screwdriver is sticking out through here. I don't know if you guys are catching that or not, but it's sticking out. I released the seat. I didn't even touch the side clasp or anything like that. That's all there is to it. You can do that for either side. This side has the same type of clasp mechanism as well. So it's the same idea to release it here, okay? So again, thank you very, very much for watching the video, and see you next time.